Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Christine with Powder Crafts, and today is day 6 of the 13 days of Halloween cards. Today I'm going to be using an image from CC Design Rubber Stamps. This is from the Creepy Crawlies set. Unfortunately, I believe it's retired or discontinued. I have looked for it to link it for you, but I cannot find it. But you could make a very similar card just using any other, image you may have in your stash. So for this card, I am going to be using some distress ink and doing the ink smooshing technique. It is definitely not a new one, but one that I love to do, especially when you want to have just an interesting, fun, randomly colored background. So I prepped my watercolor paper with just some baby powder. I don't have an embossing tool, like one of those buddies. I'm not sure what they're called. The baby powder works just fine. I've been using it for years and years, and I've had this same little bottle for years and years. So that's just what I do for right now. So I went ahead and stamped that with the VersaFine Black Onyx ink. I had started to use the Versamark at first, but I have this charcoal embossing powder, but it's kind of chunky, and the lines on that Happy are kind of thin, so I opted to just use the VersaFine Onyx Black ink and use my fine detail clear embossing powder instead. So now that I have that all set, I'm smooshing down some Dusty Concord and Stormy Sky Distress inks. And then I'll go ahead and spritz some water. And then I'm going to go ahead and smoosh right into that. Just going over and over until I kind of like the way it's turning out. I'm going to go into this again because I wanted some of the dots from the ink, and I just wasn't getting that, so I decided to wipe up that ink, dry it up a little bit, and then go ahead and do it again. And when I did it the second time, I definitely got more of the look I was going for. So I'm going to go ahead and just dry that really well with my heat tool. And there's our background. Now I did cut out coloring the image in this video because unfortunately half of the coloring was not in the screen, so it wasn't really on film. Like, you could see his head but not his body, so I just decided to leave it out altogether. So I'm using some fun foam here that I have in my stash for the panel because it's pretty sturdy, and since it was watercolor, I want to make sure that it doesn't warp anywhere. So I'm putting that on some 110-pound Black Recollections cardstock and just adding these little pieces on. Super simple, super easy. This Happy is from the Trick or Treat die set from Simon Says Stamp. I've got about 4 layers that I cut out with some purple cardstock. Then I'm just going to go in, add some little finishing touches here. Add some Wink of Stella to the purple parts of his costume and on the Halloween embellishment, I guess you could call that I made. Then I'm just going to stamp this image again on the inside of the card with some London Fog ink. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more and you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. But until next time, bye.